Hey guys, welcome to Abbie's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so today I've got a little funny story to tell you guys, but I want to get into that later. I'm going to start by talking about monitoring our thoughts and really how we're able to manifest a lot better by doing so. So I've talked about this a lot recently, but I feel like this is the biggest impact we can have on manifestation, on our lives really. So the more we monitor our thoughts, every thought has a vibration, and whatever vibration you're speaking out or even thinking about is the vibration you're holding within you. So therefore, if they are negative thoughts, if they are anger, if they are sad, like all of this stuff, and you're harboring these energies inside of you, let's say, or even like reacting to situations and like, getting mad, your vibration is negative. So therefore that's what the universe is seeing, and whatever you're focused on expands. So you're basically, without realizing, manifesting negative things to keep coming into your life. And then you're going to get more mad, and then you're going to get more sad, and then you're going to say like the universe is like not very good to me, or I can't manifest, it's too hard, I don't know why I can't do this, and everyone else seems to manifest so well. Well, it's because you're focusing on negative, so that's what's going to come into your life. So if we I tell all my clients to imagine there's a little what's it called, a guard, let's say, it'll come to me, a bodyguard, that's it. Just to say like they've got a little bodyguard on their brain, and they only let positive thoughts in. If they're negative, they're not allowed in. Just because it's an easier way to kind of, you need to really think about what you're saying to yourself. Like, say if you did something, maybe if you dropped a plate and you're like, oh god, I'm so stupid, like you need to stop that negative self-doubt and self-talk, because you're just, this is us. We chose to come into this body. It's just a soul, let's say, like an energy soul, and we've chosen what body we want to come into. Your body has got you this far in life, and think of all the amazing things that it does. Like, it pumps blood around your body without you even having to think about it. Do you ever concentrate on like having to breathe? Like you just do it. It just happens. Our body keeps us alive and keeps us moving, and all we seem to do is put it down, and I want to change this and I want to do this to it. Like, this is not good enough, so I want to put this in there. And it's like, I understand, like people maybe are not as confident in themselves, but if you learn to be confident in your body and love your body for how you are, then your body will have more respect for you, and see it as you chose the body you're in. So you can't like try and complain about it now and like negative self-talk on how horrible your body is, when really it's a miracle. So if we learn to love ourselves and we learn to monitor our thoughts, try and make them more positive than ever, sometimes at first it can feel really hard because we don't realise how many thoughts we've got. But really, if we don't do this, then 90% of our thoughts are actually manifesting, because 90% of our thoughts are subconscious and then they're manifesting. So you can't only like do your affirmations and gratitude lists in the morning and maybe journaling, and then go throughout your day being negative, writing things on social media, messaging people, ringing people up because they've seen something to gossip about, or even just like arguing with people, like things like that. That's all gonna lower your vibration. Watching negative things on telly is also gonna lower your vibration. So really embody the positive vibration. And therefore, if you imagine scales, so like if you just tip right now when you're first getting into it, it's probably down here, and like this is positive, this is negative, and the more dominant one is probably negative, and it's quite hard to monitor these thoughts when it feels like this, like kind of bombarding us with so many negative thoughts. But that's just because you're starting out. As you get better and better at it, and you know, you do more and more self-care, as in like learning more, reading more books, taking care of your body, like viewing yourself differently, like even if you don't like something about yourself, tell yourself how much you love yourself and how grateful you are for your body, and I'm sure you'll start to like it. And if not, then you can keep working on it, and you can keep affirming that you love yourself and things like that. Try different things, like maybe yoga or working out or meditation, things like this. Really just try your best to love yourself first before anything else, because that really helps with everything. If you love yourself truly and you really respect yourself, then everything else around you kind of falls into place a lot easier, especially when you're trying to manifest love. So I would definitely suggest doing that. And if we try and monitor our thoughts on these scales, all we have to do is kind of, like, say if we're monitoring, all we have to do is just tip them scales slightly, and then the more dominant thoughts are going to come in a lot more easier. So once you get more positive thoughts, keep monitoring them all the time. Like, I still do it now, but when I catch myself having a negative thought, I kind of change it to positive, and I like tell myself that was the old version of me and I'm in a new version now, so it like that's not going to affect me. So I change it and then tell myself something positive, so I know that that's not then going into the future and manifesting into a negative thing. So that's the first thing that I wanted to say. But then also I wanted to talk about kind of, I think people, when they're getting into manifestation, they're scared to take action, whether it's good or bad action. But I have a little funny story that it was on a movie I watched a while ago, and I told a client about it because it made me laugh. And then I heard it again recently, but in a different way. So I'm just gonna like do my best. You'll know what I mean. But yeah, it makes me laugh, because it makes me realise how some people, like, things are being handed to them, and you know, the signs are everywhere, and you're being guided to do, like, take action and do these positive things to try and get your manifestation, but people are just kind of ignoring it, and they're just chilling. They're like, yeah, I'm just waiting for it to just kind of show up at my door. And it's like, sometimes you do have to take action, so just look out for the signs. But it's a story about a man. He was stuck in a burning building, and he was a man of God. He prayed to God, cried out like, God, please help me, like, I'm stuck in this burning building and I need your help. And there was no one else with him, but he's crying out to God for him to help. So a person nearby tries to get into the building to help him, and he refuses help, and he's like, no, I've asked God, God is going to come and save me. So this man thinks like, you're insane, but whatever. And then the next one comes, it's the fireman. He comes, he tries to get into the building to save the man, and the man, no, I do not want help. God is coming to save me. So then the next man comes, and he's a policeman, and he's like, come on, we need to save you, like, get out of this building, I'll help you. And he's like, no, God is coming to save me. And he's there like, please God, hurry up, I'm going to die in this burning building. But yeah, he keeps turning people away. And then next, he actually got the army turn up, and the army are trying to get their way into this building. He's like, no, I don't want your help, God is coming to save me. And then eventually the man dies. It's not a very nice ending to the story, but the man dies, and he goes up to heaven, and he says to God, he's really furious, and he's like, God, why did you not save me? And he's like, listen, I sent so many people your way. Like, I sent the fireman, the policeman, the guy that was nearby, and even the army, but yet you still didn't take their help. You still didn't take the, like, you know, the action almost. And then he ended up, like, you know, dying. But I know obviously we're not in that situation. It's just like a bit of a fun story to kind of remember it. But every time you don't know whether, like, oh, what should I be doing today, take action, because honestly, taking action sometimes is so powerful. And we are humans. We can't just like click our fingers and then something magically appears on my hand. But we can take action towards things, and as long as you're not doing it like trying to hustle just to get something, you know, but really you do need to work towards things and like not just sit and wait for it to come. So I can hear my little girl. So that's the end of the video, and I shall see you on my tomorrow's video.